And now, another presentation from Rackman Christian Radio. Thank you for listening. God bless you.
Mary, did you know that your baby boy would someday walk on water? Mary, did you know that your baby boy would save our sons and daughters? Did you know that your baby boy has come to make you new? This child that you delivered will soon deliver you. Mary, did you know that your baby boy will give sight to a blind man? Mary, did you know that your baby boy would calm the sea with his hands? Did you know that your baby boy has walked where angels trod? And when you kiss your little baby, then you kiss the face of God. The blind will see, the deaf will hear, and the dead will live again. The lame will leap, the dumb will speak, the praises of the The blind will see, the deaf will hear, and the dead will live again. The lame will leap, the dumb will speak, the praises of the Lamb. Oh, Mary, did you know that your baby boy is Lord of all creation? Mary, did you know that your baby boy will one day rule the nations? Did you know that your baby boy is heaven's perfect Lamb? And the sleeping child you're holding is the great I am, the great I am. Ooh.
Well, my guest today is Stevie Warren with the group Road23. Hi, Stevie. Could you please introduce yourself and tell me, I'm introducing you, but you've got other people in the band as well.
Yeah, hi. Well, I'm Stevie. I'm the lead singer and keyboardist and acoustic guitar player for our band, Road23. And Road23 is kind of unique. It's a family band, and so it consists of my dad, Tony McGee, and he plays electric guitar. My brother, Levi, is the drummer slash bass player. And then my husband, Andrew Warren, he's kind of the go-to guy for random weird instruments. Like, he is an incredible acoustic guitar player. He can play electric guitar. He's a mandolin player, violin. He can pretty much play whatever. So we've got kind of a diverse type of a group, but it's fun because it's a family band.
Interesting. So how long, I mean, your family band, so you could say I've been playing since I was 2, but really, how long has this family band been together?
Well, officially, really, since 2006. Yeah, like you said, I've been playing with my dad forever, and then my brother for a long time as well. But really, we just kind of decided in 2006 that, hey, let's give this thing a shot. So, 2006.
Fantastic. So what's it like? I have to ask this question of you, because I talk to people that are in bands, and maybe one set is married and the other might be a brother of the other, and then you've got someone from the outside because they had to find a drummer. What's it like playing with the family, the pros and cons?
Oh, goodness. Well, it's definitely pro because we kind of all click. You know, it's kind of like the family harmony, and we don't have tons of harmony because the boys are kind of shy. I don't know why, but they don't really like to sing too much. They like to be in the background, but they all have great voices, and you know, we just kind of click together. But man, there's some definite rough times that we have. But you know, we're family and we love each other and we get through it, and that's what it's all about right there. So.
Okay, so for anyone who hasn't heard the music of Road23, how would you describe the genre or the message?
Yes, we started out kind of more electric, kind of upbeat, funky type music, I guess you'd say, all Christian music. And now we've kind of, I like to say that we've grown up a little bit because we've taken more of an acoustic route. And it really fits with each of our personalities and how we play together, and it really just kind of takes on a whole new dimension for Road23, and I really love it. It's exciting to play that way because, I mean, there's nothing you can really do to cover your mistakes up. You know, if you have to be on top of your game all the time, and it's just fun. You can play anywhere. I just love it. So it's still Christian, but we do a lot of secular songs. Like, we remake Elvis songs or Sinatra songs, or, you know, kind of whatever song. We're just like, hey, we can make that really, really cool in our style, and that's what we're doing now, and we just love it.
Now, how come I don't have any copies of your cover songs, ma'am?
We haven't really recorded a lot of those yet. Don't tell anybody. We're kind of in the midst of recording that. You know, every once in a while we'll go in and record a song. So we have a couple songs, Somewhere Over the Rainbow, that we do in a really cool, unique style. We've got that one recorded, and then Wayfaring Stranger that we've kind of done. I play ukulele on that one, and that one's super cool too. Those are actually up on our website, so those are really cool. But yeah, that's a future event to come.
Well, you opened Pandora's box, and this started with an artist that I interviewed on the East Coast. He lives just north of Washington, D.C. His name is Keith Elgin. He's a worship pastor for a group of churches out there. And I caught him doing a cover concert song for Katy Perry, Heart of the Tiger. So,
wow. Cool.
I have to ask you, what were you thinking? What is the reason for doing cover songs of secular songs? There's got to be a reason you do that.
Yeah, well, to be honest, a lot of it is when you go and play a concert, and if you're playing all original songs, people are kind of like, well, this is cool, they're good, but I don't really have anything to sing along with. And so that was really kind of the background for picking up these secular songs like Elvis, like we do. Can't Help Falling in Love with You, and then, like I said, like Wayfaring Stranger. We do some Sam Cooke stuff, just some old blues things, and I don't know, it's just, I was messing around on like Pandora radio one day and just, kind of clicked on like Sam Cooke or some of those, Michael Jackson, and we just kind of listened to those, and hey, I think we could do that song and make it unique, and there's just kind of a sound that we have, and each of us kind of were like, hey, we can do this song, and Levi will bring a song, hey, let's do this, and so we've kind of got a diverse type of, genre that we have now, and it kind of mixes for any crowd that listens to us. There's old people that know the old Elvis songs. There's new songs that we do that young people know, and so that's really kind of why we did it, to please the fans.
And you can confirm that I have not asked you this question before, but the same question was asked of that other artist. And basically the answer was pretty much the same. It's not so much that we want to promote secular songs, it's that we're trying to connect with an audience that may not know our music, and we pick songs that are not bad songs, but are songs that people can identify with, and once we are able to identify with, we can go further into the relationship.
Absolutely, that's exactly right, yeah. And another reason that we kind of do that is, we like to get into different types of venues that don't necessarily have all Christian music, and we like to, then every once in a while hit them with a little bit of Jesus music, and so that's kind of another reason we did it.
Well, I thank you for sharing that and being vulnerable to that question.
Yeah.
Well, let me ask you about a song that might explain and demonstrate your style of music. This one is one that we've had on our station in rotation for quite a while. It's called You're Not Alone. Can you tell me about that song?
Yeah, You're Not Alone is actually one of the first songs that I had written, and it was kind of just at a vulnerable time in my life, just really feeling alone and just, kind of lost in who I was, and so just sat down, and the song just kind of flowed out really easily, and it was kind of just on the spur of the moment type of a deal, and took it to the family, and we kind of, worked together to make it what it is now, and it's still one of my favorite songs, and it just talks about how we really aren't alone, no matter how we feel, no matter what we're going through. There's always somebody there with us, whether you have, friends or family, but especially through Jesus, He's always there, and so we're not alone. And so that song's definitely more catered toward our electric style of band, but I would love to somehow someday get that song into our acoustic set, because I just love that song so much.
So this would be the original sound of Road23 music.
Yes,
Fantastic. Okay, and at that point, that's where I'll add that song. So I'm going to move to the next question. Now, I've been talking to you now about, the introduction and the style of music. Let's move to a deeper question, and that would be, what is the mission? What is the ministry of Road23? What does Road23 mean?
Well, Road23, the band name, came from, we grew up in a little tiny town in southwest Kansas called Meade, and we lived on Road 23, and that's kind of where we started practicing and playing, and that's where our roots are from, and so that's where we got our name, and obviously it kind of corresponds to with Psalms 23, which is, of course, everybody's favorite verse, and we love it as well, and so that kind of relates as well, but really the heart and ministry of Road 23 is to reach people for Christ, through music, and like I said, we do those secular songs, but that's also for, kind of the deeper meaning of really hitting people, getting them to identify with us, and then smack them with a little bit of like, hey, Jesus loves you. This is, no matter if you're feeling alone or if you're afraid, Jesus Christ is there for you. And that's really what we do at every show. We want to make sure that the gospel is shared, and that people, are aware of who Jesus is. And that's really the goal, is just to use the gifts and talents that God's given us, and just use them to the best of our ability for His glory.
When your heart feels like it's broken,
On your Christmas album, it looks like you did a lot of classic Christmas music for the Christmas season. The first is, which of course was written by you, an original song, If I Was There. And I'd like you to share the story about that.
If I Was There, to be quite honest, just came from me knowing that I needed to write another Christmas song. And so I just sat down and, you know, some songs flow out pretty easily. This is kind of one of those that was a little bit rough to begin with, but then Dad and I kind of sat down and worked through it, and it just became something really deep and impactful in my life, just because, you know, I always am wondering, like, how did Mary receive the news of Jesus that's going to be born without, you know, I mean, it's just kind of random and out of the blue, and all of a sudden God's like, bam, you're going to have my son, and he's the Messiah, and, like, I just can't even imagine the emotions that would come through that, and then not even to mention when he's actually born, just holding him and caring for him and knowing that he's still a baby, but he's also the Messiah of the world. You know, it's just an incredible feeling and emotion that had to have gone through Mary. And so I just kind of wanted to put myself in her shoes, and just I hope that the passion comes through in the song, because it's hard for me to not cry when I sing that song for some reason, but I just love it so much, and it's just so full of passion and meaning for me.
Well, I'm blessed to be able to speak to a second artist who actually took the time, and it sounds like you were led to write this song with so much emotion about that relationship between Mary and her son. And I think that's amazing, and I'm going to just say it, I'm going to be one of those guys. You'd have to be a woman to really understand that, I guess.
Yeah. Yep.
I was there to hold you that night. I wish I was there to dry every tear. I'd hold you in my arms, kiss away every fear. If I was there. Little brown
That's awesome.
I'm on it tonight, Rackman Christian Radio.
Tell me about the song Faith.
Faith was actually recorded on the first CD that we made called Shattered Day. And it just, I don't know, it just never really got the feeling or passion or something in that recording. And, it's kind of more of a Christmas song, but it's talking about how Mary, again, had to have tons of faith and just go with trust in the Lord that everything was going to work out. And same with, it talks about the Magi and the shepherds that all got this message, and just everything had to work so perfectly together that, they had to have just an incredible amount of faith in order for this whole thing to happen, for the whole birth of Jesus. And so that's where that song came from, but it just never really came to life except for when we started playing this song acoustically, and the CD, on this new CD, If I Was There, it just came out so perfect, and it's probably one of my favorite recordings on this whole album because it's just so fun and exciting and different, and we just love this song, Faith.
It's interesting you mentioned that, and I don't know how much you know about me, and I don't think I'm at the caliber level you are with music, although I think at one time I've talked to somebody who said that many people don't know how to write music. They just play by ear. Now, are you one of those, or do you actually write the music and play it?
Well, I write it with chords. I don't have a clue what notes are, actual notes on a staff or anything. Well, I could kind of pick them out, I guess, but it's more I kind of come up with a progression on the guitar or piano, and then kind of fit some melody behind there with some lyrics, and it just kind of, each song's kind of different of how it comes out. Sometimes I think of words first, sometimes I think of something on the keyboard or guitar first, and then write it, and it's just kind of a different process. But I would say it's mainly by ear and just feeling, I guess, where it needs to go.
And I think that was the direction I was going as well, because I am a chorder by nature. As a kid, maybe even in part of high school, somebody paid for my lessons in piano. That stuck about as far as me being able to recognize chords.
Yeah.
And so when I've led worship, or I've played the piano or the keyboard or the organ, it has just been a chording arrangement. And, learn to put in the minors and the suspendeds and all those amazing chordings to make a difference in the sound. Really, I've actually done this where I've picked a song and I've practiced it, and then you go to present it either to someone else or in a church setting or a fellowship setting, and something about it takes off. And I think that's what you're talking about, is that sometimes the music just takes a life of its own.
Yes, and that's definitely what Faith did. For sure, it just, I thought it was an okay song. It wasn't my favorite, and then we played it acoustic. I actually played cajon on this one, which is a little tiny box drum thing, and it was really, really fun to be able to play kind of a newer, I played drums through high school, but play a different type of an instrument, and we all kind of switched up, and I don't know what it was, but it just kind of clicked and came together, and it just turned out awesome on this CD.
That's fantastic.
Ever think about the night when Mary saw that angel? He said, don't be afraid, you're gonna give birth to the Son of God. But you wonder what she felt inside, even though she was afraid. She had to have faith even when she could not see. Believing, trusting in God, she knows to be everything that she can be, and hope it'll guide her through each and every day. when the shepherds saw the angels, when they finally found that baby, I'm sure that they were singing, shoo-doo-wah-bum-bum, ba-da-da, shoo-doo-wah-bum-bum, ba-da-da-da. They had to have faith even when they could not see, believe and trust in a God they know to be everything that they can't be, and hope it'll guide their regions every day. When you feel you lost yourself, you don't know what path to take. You gotta have faith even when you cannot see. Believe and trust in a God you know to be everything that you can't be, and hope it'll guide you the way you do every day. Shoo-doo-wah-bum-bum, ba-da-da, shoo-doo-wah-bum-bum, ba-da-da, shoo-doo-wah-bum-bum, ba-da-da, shoo-doo-wah-bum-bum, ba-da-da.
Come on and tune in, Rackman Christian Radio.
All right. Well, I think people should find out how they can learn more about your ministry. Do you have a website?
Yes, we do. It's Road23music.com. So it's just like a 23music.com. We're also on Facebook and Twitter and kind of on YouTube and everywhere else.
So what do you see as the future of or the next step for Road23 Music?
Definitely going to stick with the acoustic type route. Not that we can't go back and do some of the more, heavy full band stuff, but just kind of the versatility that brings to us and the uniqueness that has. I never really know exactly how to answer that question, because if it was up to me, I would be, traveling and touring all the time, and that's my heart and dream. But, sometimes reality and dreams don't always work, but I love just traveling and touring and meeting new people and all that. So I would love to be able to do a lot more of that, and, work in like Tennessee and, maybe some like Wyoming, some places like that. I would love to do that. I want to keep going with this and pressing on and just kind of see where God takes it and just have fun with it.
Well, my final question for you is actually presented to give you the open floor of any questions you have for myself or Rackman Christian Radio, or anything that you'd like to share as final thoughts to our listeners.
Well, first of all, I want to say thank you to Rackman Christian Radio, because you guys are fantastic. You are so supportive, whereas a lot of radio stations aren't. And so it truly means so much to us little musicians, and it's just incredible what you guys do. So we truly appreciate that a lot. And I guess the last little comments I have are just this Christmas album that we've got. I don't know what it is about it, but it's just really, really special to me, and it's just something that I want to share with as many people as possible. It's just been a really fun process to record this, because it is acoustic as well as it's kind of like a live studio recorded album. We went in and just recorded pretty much live. There's just a tiny bit of editing to fix a few things, but it's really what we sound like, and that's what I love about it. It's just really raw and full of emotion and passion, and I just really appreciate you guys sharing about it and filling everybody in, and it's just been an incredible journey, and I hope to continue that, and you guys are a huge part of that.
Well, thank you, Stevie. This has been the mission of Rackman Christian Radio since the beginning, when we were simply doing 30-minute podcasts and had no idea what we were getting ourselves into. My guest today has been Stevie Warren with Road23 Music, and we've got some exciting things coming out. Stevie, I hope to hear from you sooner than later, meaning if you've got something new coming out, or if you just simply have an announcement for what's going on with your band, please get a hold of me so that I can get that out and share it.
Awesome. We will definitely do that. Thank you so much for having us. We appreciate it.
You're welcome. God bless you.